Alright guys, I wanted to give you an update on my rotator cuff surgery. It has been 2.5 weeks, over almost 3 weeks. This Thursday would be 3 weeks. So um, I let you guys know about the PT appointment. I let you guys, so last week I had a doctor appointment. It was over uh, the phone and video with the app, but I wanted to let you guys know a few things. One, I just got out of the shower. I'm getting dressed. It is, it's my arm is not in the sling, obviously, um, but I wanted to show this to let people know that you don't have to be in the sling. Well, you don't have to be in, of course not for showering and stuff like that, but it's every video I saw, like everyone was in their sling and that was it. So I was kind of actually worried about it. And you do have some, I'm not gonna move this, but you do have some motion in this sling, which is, I brought up with my doctor. I was like, I'm not keeping it still. There are motions, when you sleep or when you're just moving. And he said there's no way that they could keep it 100% immobile or immobile or whatever it's called. So wanted to kind of let you guys know that, once it's out and you're showering and you put on your shirt when you're done, it's not, I still have function on my elbow, which is great. So when you sleep with it, when you sleep with the sling and you have your sling on for such a long time, your elbow kind of gets sore. So it feels really good just to let it hang and kind of twist your forearm a bit, to kind of get that soreness out of your elbow. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So let me tell you a little bit about the appointment. So it was through the app and I called and video and all this stuff. The first thing he said, my doctor said, was, where's the pillow? That pillow to kind of keep your shoulder or your arm off your body. I left the hospital without the pillow on. I called the next day and he was like, try the pillow. And at this point, when you use this other arm, at this point, it felt like it was just, a strain on my shoulder. And so I thought, no big deal. I don't need the pillow. I came home without the pillow, was in the sling, and everything was really good. So where's the pillow? And I was like, I have it. I told him, and he was like, I would probably put the pillow back on. That being said, I asked him, I was like, did I mess up anything by not having the pillow in? Is it not healing at the proper angle? He said, no, you didn't mess up anything. Just see if you could deal with the pillow. So put the pillow on right afterwards. I've been living with that pillow attachment now, which is pretty good. It's a little bit more secure when you sleep. It has that strap that goes around and kind of keeps your elbow or arm from going up, and you have that, kind of locks you into place, which is good. So other than showering and exercises, I've been in the sling with the pillow and going from there. So that's kind of where I'm at. I have a physical therapy appointment in a couple of days. I'm looking forward to getting started with that. When I was talking to my doctor, I was like, I don't have any pain really. I've even stopped using the ice machine, and he was saying that everything seems really good, but he wanted to remind me to slow down. He was like, dude, 6, 8, 12 months of recovery, slow down. It's not a rush, it's not a race. So we've been doing some projects around the house. I've been helping not helping my wife build anything. I've been quote unquote supervising, which she hates. But so I make sure if I do anything in the house, around the house, anything, well, just always have the sling on, because one, you drop something, your reaction is just to reach out and grab it. If you have this thing on, it's going to just protect you from you. Hands down. Always have this thing on. As soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to go put my sling on. So some tips, because this is what it's all about. I think the tips. One tip is like, yes, you're going to be able to get out of the sling, and this is what it looks like. And you know, I have some movement here. You know, I'm not doing anything up here, but I'm bending my elbow. I'm not carrying a lot of things with it. I'm not carrying heavy things. Am I going to hold something? Sometimes, yeah, I do. Whatever. You know, I really not putting any strain on my shoulder. It is kind of as out of commission as possible. I'm holding it there. So some tips. We've already talked a few things. I've already talked about a few things, and I'll get a list of them that I've talked about, and I'll kind of reiterate them. But one thing that I was noticing was showers. If you're alone and if you got a shower and stuff, I would probably get one of those stick with the sponges on it, just so you could get every nook and cranny on you, and get one of those shower heads that come off. So that would be the most important kind of tip for showering, unless you just go in and rinse off and just kind of get under your arms, so you get your underarms, and then you could, you know, do this side and all that good stuff. If you don't have it, the shower head that comes off, and make sure you have some good pressure, just helps to get that soap off of you, you know. I would look into investing into that. You know, they're not that expensive, I don't think. We've had one, I think it's like $20 or whatever. So that, and something to help like drying off, you know, your back and stuff like that. So that would help out a lot. I mean, if you don't have mobility, you know, there's some parts I couldn't touch or whatever, but I get everything. You know, this is only like if you're alone, and if you have a significant other, they could help you and stuff like that. So like a stick with a sponge on it, those things you see at the shampoo aisles and stuff like that. Those are really, really, really helpful. So that's where I'm at. I mean, hands down, the bidet's been great. Left-handed bidet, slip-on shoes, the shower head that removes, the loofah on the stick. Those are some really, really great tips. The ice machine, if you have it, absolutely get it. Get it from the doctor. The nerve block, really, really essential. A guy that I went to high school with on Facebook, I saw right after I had my surgery. A week later, he had his surgery, and from what I heard, or the comments, is that he was in really a lot of pain. I don't know if he had the nerve block or not, or maybe it's just how he handles pain, or maybe I don't know his situation, but there was some pain. When you are wearing this sling out in the real world right now, like I said, we've been doing some building projects here at the house. We've been at Home Depot, Lowe's. Every time I go in there and I have the sling on with the pillow and all this, everybody, rotator cuff surgery, everyone says this. So once you go out there with that sling, you'll join a fraternity or sorority of people that go out there, and they're like, oh, take care of yourself and all this. But I did get one really good tip that I haven't heard about. So this tip, this gentleman said, if you didn't use all your pain medication, save some and have it the day you go into physical therapy, because there's these motions we do right now, and it's just like extending your arm, making sure you're at 90 degrees, dangling some stuff, but they're gonna manipulate your shoulder and really crank on it, he said. And he said he had a few painkillers left over, and it helped him get through that. And I was like, that's a really good tip to have. So I think if not 2 more weeks or 3 more weeks, I am actually going to be in the physical therapy building. You know, right now it's all over FaceTime or video chat. You know, because we can't be in, you know, social distancing and stuff like that. So I am looking forward to being in there and actually getting some hardcore physical therapy started. And I'll let you know how it goes from there. I'm going to do a little bit fewer check-ins because I don't think we need to check in every day. I really wanted to show you guys this right now. It's almost like I'm normal. I haven't even had a surgery or whatever. But just to kind of like set people's mind at ease. I mean, this is the one thing that freaked me out when I heard 6, 8, 12 months of recovery, at least 6 weeks in a sling. I was like, oh my God, that's a long time. And I just wanted to have my surgery and start the recovery process. So Thursday will be 3 weeks. I got 3 more weeks. I'm almost halfway done. But I wanted to show people, it's like, hey, if your arm is sore and tender, your elbow's sore and uncomfortable, you could take it out. You know, you're gonna shower, you're gonna take it out, you're gonna dangle, you know, to kind of clean up into your underarm. You're gonna, you know, rub soap on it, you know, kind of feels good. You're gonna do all kinds of, you know, dangling, and you know, you're not moving it, but dangle to get the towel up there to dry yourself off. You know, these are all things that you will be able to do without your sling on, which is really, really good. And if it is bothering you, take off your sling, go do your exercises and put it back on. And that would be good too. It gives you a little bit of a break. Gets it out, gets it kind of that release of tension, if you will. And plus, always wear it at night. I haven't trusted myself to sleep without it just because, you know, when you're asleep, you don't know what you're going to do. And like I said, it's just going to save you from you, really, at this point. Reactions, all that stuff. You do anything, even you get up, you could take off your sling and do some exercises. Even if you're not doing anything and you're going to leave your arm at your side, you're going to go get coffee and make everything, you drop something, your reaction is this side doesn't know really. And if you're going to go out and reach and grab something, it's just your reaction. So put on your sling, protect yourself. That's about it. I'll let you guys know what physical therapy is on Thursday. Maybe I do a quick check in there and see if there's anything different. But if not, those are some tips that I have. One that I've been using, all of these that I've been using, the wedge pillow has been great to sleep on. It got me out of the recliner really quickly. Wedge pillow, some pillows up top, perfect, no problem. I put some pillows on the side of the wedge just so I could lean up against, but it's been great. Really, really good. All kinds of, you know, can't tell you, you know, if I could figure out some way to put on socks by myself, that would be great. There's those socks tools that I've seen. I just haven't used any. If it's a short trip, if we're going down to the grocery store or something, I flip-flops or slip-on shoes, like I said, with no socks. But if it's a longer trip, I ask my wife to put on my socks. But, you know, if you are by yourself, maybe you get one of those sock kind of tools that you could buy online or whatnot. But that's where I'm at right now. I'm about to go put on my sling. Sorry if I'm all over the place. I'm just trying to get all that information out. We'll go from there. I'll check in, if not later on this week, probably when I go in for in-person physical therapy or my in-person doctor's appointment, which is in November sometime. So, if you're going through this and if you're looking at these videos, hopefully these could give you the tips that you might need to be successful. And hopefully it set your mind at ease a little bit, because like I said, I was worried about being in the sling for so long. And it's okay. You can take it off again for showering exercises, but make sure you always have it on. Do whatever you want, but make sure you always have it on, just so you can take care of yourself and save you from you. That's about it. I'll check in with you guys later. Going on to 3 weeks, man. Almost halfway there with my sling. Hopefully I could take off my sling and I'm recovering good enough so I could take it off at 6 weeks. All right, guys? Cool. Talk to you later.